Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. James Taylor, with a vocation traversing many years, has not just made a permanent imprint on the business yet, but has likewise amassed significant abundance, bragging a total assets of $6 million as of mid-2024. Taylor's excursion to unmistakable quality started when he expected the job of lead artist for the incredible band Kool and the Pack in 1979. His magnetic stage presence and profound vocals moved the gathering to new levels of achievement. One of the apex snapshots of their joint effort came in 1979, when they grasped a Grammy for Collection of the Year for their commitment to the famous Saturday Night Fever, the first film soundtrack. The awards and popularity collected during his residency with Kool and the Posse established the groundwork for Taylor's perseverance through monetary achievement collection deals from their outline besting hits, combined with sovereignties from his solo endeavors. Have you been instrumental in supporting his total assets? Past music deals, Taylor's creations have seen a second life in different types of media, counting film, TV, and publicizing. The non-stop usage of his music in these domains guarantees a consistent flood of pay, further setting his monetary standing. James Taylor's excursion from a modest community in Lawrence, South Carolina, to the levels of melodic popularity is absolutely striking, brought into the world on August 16, 1953. Taylor's initial years were spent in Hackensack, New Jersey, where he sharpened his energy for music in the midst of humble starting points. Before his rise to fame, Taylor explored through different jobs, counting that of an educator and a dance club vocalist, laying the basis for his possible ascent to noticeable quality. Taylor's melodic Odyssey started at the young age of 13 when he originally plunged his toes into the universe of execution, joining a band and finding his innate ability for singing. It was in 1978 that Taylor's direction took a huge turn when he turned out to be essential for Full Power, a melodic undertaking close by Milton Gallas, Christopher Occasions, and Ellett and John's Anyway. It was a crucial second in 1979 at the point when destiny interceded, driving Taylor to an extraordinary open door. Christopher Gallas, perceiving Taylor's vocal ability, guided him into the circle of Kool and the Pack. By working with a tryout at his siblings' Place of Music studio, Taylor's tryout ended up being a game-changer as he flawlessly mixed his warm vocals with the band's mark sound, specifically improving their voting forms, a feature they had beforehand avoided because of the absence of a capable artist in spite of beginning reservations from certain individuals and the work of female vocalists on earlier collections. Taylor's consideration brought a new profundity to the band's collection. The association among Taylor and Kool and the Pack proved to be fruitful very quickly with the arrival of their 1979 collection, Late as Night, a turning point in the band's profession. Reinforced by hit singles like As Well Hot and the nominal track Late as Night, the collection took off to phenomenal achievement, cementing Kool and the Posse's position in the music business. Such was the collection's effect that by January 1980, Late as Night achieved platinum confirmation from the RIAA, representing deals of north of 1 million duplicates in the U.S. alone. One of the pivotal turning points in the band's distinguished lifetime came in September 1980, with the arrival of their collection festivity. This melodic work of art not just outperformed the business progress of its ancestor, Late as Night, yet additionally created what would turn into the band's delegated accomplishment, the lead single festival, Da Festivity and Eufy. Oric hymn that reverberated with crowds around the world, rose to the sought-after #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 singles. Carving Kool and the Posse's name in the archives of music history, the beginning of this notorious tune follows back to a second of motivation during the band's visit transport ride subsequent to going to the American Music Grants. It was there that Robert Ringer, roused by the verses, "Come on, we should all celebrate," from Late as Night. Imagine a melody that would turn into inseparable from upbeat events and bubbly social occasions. The effect of festivity reached out a long way past the domain of music, saturating public media furthermore, turning into a social peculiarity from the charging air of the 1980 Worldwide Championship to the magnificence of the 1981 Super Bowl and the power of the 1981 NBA Finals festivity filled in as the anthemic scenery to a portion of the many years' most essential minutes. Its consideration in the home festivals for the Iranian prisoners further hardened its status as a token of solidarity at Kool, and the group proceeded with their series of wins with collections like Something Exceptional, 1981, and as 1982 anyway. It was the arrival of In the Heart 1983 that displayed the band's development. As the two specialists and makers taking the rule of their inventive course, the band teamed up with Jim Bond affectionately to create a collection that would yield the diagram-besting single Joanna was hailed as the most played pop tune of 1984 by broadcast music. Global, the apex of Kool and the group's business, when accompanied the delivery of Crisis. 1984, a great accomplishment that set their status as melodic symbols, flaunting north of 2 million duplicates sold in the U.S. alone. Crisis brought forth 4 U.S. top 20 singles, including the nominal track Chris Value, new and led this uncommon feed not just launch Kool and the posse to unrivaled levels, yet in addition solidified their heritage as the main band to accomplish 4 top 20 singles from a solitary collection in 1985. Kool and the posse came to remarkable levels, outperforming even the incredible Michael Jackson with a great count of 14 top 40 singles in the U.S. By 1986, their unmatched achievement was further hardened in July of that year, at the point when they loaned their unmistakable sound to an extraordinary form of their hit melody festivity Taylor. Made for a business-advancing Wendy's enamoring crowds, both on the wireless transmissions and in lounge areas. The country over. In the midst of this tornado of accomplishment, the band moved forward with their 17th studio collection for Eternity, delivered in November 1986. Overflowing with melodic ability, the collection flaunted not one yet 2 outline-beating singles on the sought-after Bulletin Hot 100 Triumph and Stone Love. Moreover, the collection displayed the band's different reach with the arrival of 2 other commendable singles occasion an extraordinary way, each transforming the R&B and grown-up contemporary outlines individually. The next year in 1987, K and the group set out on a fantastic 50-city visit through the unified states, enthralling crowds with their charging exhibitions and irresistible energy. Anyway, this visit rose above simple diversion as the band seized the valuable chance to support an honorable make close their hearts, initiated by Robert Ringer and James J.T. Taylor. The band sent off a noteworthy public administration drive pointed toward advancing schooling among understudies. Through this imaginative program, they boosted scholarly greatness by offering free show passes to understudies with awesome participation, lighting an energy for learning through the widespread language of music. As the band ready for their visit, they took their stage show to new levels, practicing with a famous choreographer at the notable Paisley Park studio claimed by, as a matter of fact, the incredible craftsman Ruler. This careful, tender, loving care, and that each execution was an exhibition to see enrapturing crowds many evenings, with their unrivaled mix of music also development. Yet in the midst of their preceded achievement and generous undertakings, a clashing second lingered not too far off. Following the finish of the visit, James J.T. Taylor made the troublesome choice to head out in different directions from Kool and the pack, leaving on a performance profession that would see him investigate new melodic skylines anyway. His takeoff was not extremely durable, as Taylor would later rejoin with the Represent live shows, reaffirming the getting through connection between craftsman and group. In 1988, James J.T. Taylor set out on another part in his melodic excursion, wandering into the domain of solo imaginativeness after his takeoff from Kool and the posse. From that point forward, Taylor has graced the music scene with 4 solo collections, each exhibiting his unmistakable ability and melodic flexibility. Taylor's solo vocation took off higher than ever with the arrival of his Presentation collection. Expert of the Game in 1989, the collection highlighted the quick-hit single, All I Need Is, perpetually an enrapturing 2-part harmony with Regina Chime, initially included on the soundtrack of the 1989 film Tap featuring Gregory Hines. The tune collected far and wide praise, and later turned into a reward track on the disc release of Taylor's Introduction collection. Expert of the Game brought forth a line of extra hits, including the single Guaranteed Land, which too tracked down a put on the soundtrack of the blockbuster film Ghostbusters 2. Structured on the force of his introduction, Taylor kept on enrapturing crowds with his sophomore exertion to deliver in 1991. The collection displayed Taylor's developing sound and yielded diagram-beating hits like Long Blistering Summer Nights and Sincere, a hypnotizing two-part harmony highlighting Stephanie Factories. In 1993, Taylor divulged his third independent collection, Child I'm Back, further hardening his status as an amazing powerhouse on the planet of R&B in soul music with every collection. Thanks for watching this video.